This is a stimulus update. In this video, we'll go over the latest news regarding getting a second stimulus check, how Steve Mnuchin yesterday talked about extending unemployment insurance and sending out more stimulus checks, who's in favor of the $900 stimulus check. Also, yesterday was the first official day of the payroll tax deferral program. I'll go more into detail on that. And then which states are currently just approved for getting the $300 unemployment boost. I hope you're having a great day so far. You may notice that I'm actually standing up again. My knee injury is 95% healed, so I'm really happy about that. First, I want to get into this clip by Mark Ruffalo.
Our other senators, both Republican and Democrat, shame on you for not addressing this issue and not fighting every single day. Why are we not hearing from our leadership? Why are we not hearing from our candidates about 20 million people about to be turned out on the streets? We need to make this a national issue. We need to make it a presidential issue. And the reason that we don't have more than half Americans not voting is because we're not taking care of them. The Republicans aren't taking care of them, and the Democrats aren't taking care of them, and we're not even talking to them.
Let me know what you think about Mark's statements down in the comments below. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. Let's get into the stimulus news. So yesterday, Steve Mnuchin sat in front of the House for testimony. It was a 2-hour long testimony. I'll just go over the important stuff regarding stimulus. So he said, we will continue to work with the Senate and House on a bipartisan basis for a Phase 4 relief package. I believe a bipartisan agreement should still be reached. Then he says he is prepared to sit down with the Speaker, referring to Nancy Pelosi, at any time to negotiate. The President and I do support additional fiscal response, and we've been working hard to try to get a negotiated agreement on a bipartisan basis. So he said that he's willing to sit down with Nancy Pelosi at any time. He gets called out on this by Maxine Waters, saying that, can I call her right now and say that you want to talk to her? He says yes, and so then Steve Mnuchin actually talked to Nancy Pelosi yesterday, first time in a long time since the stimulus negotiations ended. And Nancy Pelosi said that Steve Mnuchin said, let's do a little now and a little later. Then she said, sadly, this phone call made clear that Democrats and the White House continue to have serious differences understanding the gravity of the situation that America's working families are facing. So that conversation didn't go too well. Then Steve Mnuchin says, unfortunately, Senator Schumer and Speaker Pelosi do not want to sit down at the negotiating table unless we publicly agree on a top line. My opinion is we should go piece by piece. Any area of the legislation we can agree on, we should have the House and Senate pass. So what Steve Mnuchin is saying that he doesn't want to publicly agree on a top line number. For example, he doesn't want to agree to saying, all right, $900 billion for state and local government. He wants to say, all right, let's go piece by piece and see what we agree on for state and local, and then see what the number is at the end. Rather than saying top down, he wants to go bottom up. Then Steve Mnuchin talks more about the PPP program, how he's willing to pass that as a standalone bill, which most likely the Democrats won't go for because Democrats don't want a piecemeal. Then yesterday, Mark Meadows, House Chief of Staff, or White House Chief of Staff, he said that the $2.2 trillion package isn't realistic and a $500 billion plan would be better for more targeted areas. So officially what he said is that if we can add from that and use that as a foundation, or at least past that, knowing we will largely agree on that targeted proposal coming from Senate Republicans, let's go ahead, and the principals could continue to negotiate on those things that perhaps might separate the two parties. So as usual, the Republicans want to piecemeal and pass certain things that they agree on, and Nancy Pelosi is still denying that, and she wants to do the entire package, or at least a much higher number than what the Republicans are proposing. Then also the Senate Republicans want to propose their new $500 stimulus bill. So it used to be $1 trillion with the HEALS Act. Now Senate Republicans want to reduce that almost by half to $500 billion, and it is now excluding stimulus checks. So yesterday also, Senator Barrasso said that we have a focused, targeted solution that we hope that the House would pass and the House would agree. And supposedly on Tuesday, when the Senate gets back from their vacation, they're going to meet with the White House and talk more about this $500 billion stimulus proposal. Most likely, President Trump will not agree with it. President Trump has promised many times in the past for stimulus checks, generous stimulus checks for the American people. And if a stimulus check is not in that bill, President Trump will most likely not approve of that. Moving on, in regards to stimulus checks of $900, there was a Gallup poll the other day, and 70% of American adults agree on stimulus checks. 66% said that the payment should be $900 or more. And this is between Democrats and Republicans. And if you appreciate this fact-based, fast-paced style video, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. So moving on to the payroll tax deferral program. Yesterday, September 1st, was the official day. It's not official for everybody. Your employer would have to let you know if you're participating in that program or not. Just to update you on how that works, you're going to get 6.2%, which is your Social Security tax. That money, rather than being withheld from your paycheck, is going to be put in your paycheck. Therefore, for every $1,000 you get in your paycheck, you're going to get an extra $62 back if you participate between September 1st until December 31st. But January 1st of 2021 to March 31st, you're actually going to get charged 12.4% tax. So it's more or less you're just borrowing money from the future. You get the $62 now, but you're going to have to pay that $124 for every $1,000 in 2021. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Is this worth doing? Would you want to get that extra 60 or 6.2% now and then pay it back later? Also, one other thing, I'm not really sure what happens if you work now, you get this extra 6.2% in your paycheck, but then you're laid off or furloughed when you have to pay it back. I'm not really sure what happens with that. Moving on, latest states that are approved for the $300 unemployment boost. So the current states that are actually paying right now are Arizona, Louisiana, Missouri, Montana, Tennessee, and Texas. The current states that are paying the $400 per week, sorry about that. The current states that are paying the extra $100 per week, so $400, would be Montana, West Virginia, Kentucky, Kansas, and I think Vermont is also just approved for the $400 per week. And the latest states that just got approved, not paying yet, are Illinois, Wisconsin, South Carolina, North Dakota, Minnesota, Florida, Hawaii. If you want to check to see if your state is on the list, you could go to the FEMA website and see there. And that's all the stimulus news I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you want to support the channel, free way to do so, just hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Really helps out the channel. Also, my daughter Bella wanted to give a tip of the day. I actually asked her if she wanted to just give one tip to help out my viewers and my subscribers, but she decided to give 3 tips. So check out this clip of Bella and let me know if you want to see more of Bella's tips of the day in the future.
Hi guys, I'm going to give you the 5 positive tips to make you start your day and make you be positive and grateful as much as you can. So first, stay happy, stay strong, and have good vibes, and do great to others when they do great to you. And also, you know this one, be nice to others when you be nice to them. Bye.
And if you want to learn the best way to budget your money, it's the 50-30-20 budget. I go over it in this video over here. It's on my other channel, Wise Sense, where I teach how to earn money, make money, invest money. You could click that video right now, or if you want more second stimulus check updates, you could click this playlist down over here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.